Ever seen Finding Nemo? Hello. I tried to
Gosh.
watch The Crowd. By the way, welcome to episode 5 of the Movie
Hello,
Mentality
everybody.
Podcast.
Welcome to
It's been a
episode
while.
5.
Episode five, yeah.
Five. How
Um,
are we only on
it's
5?
been a while because
What
we,
happened?
yeah, I don't
It's
know. You know
been
what?
like
I feel like
almost a
it's,
year,
yeah, half a year pretty much.
half a year
I feel like it's worth
since
mentioning
being
since I
here.
mean me and Jonathan recorded one like a month ago or something, but like I feel like it's worth mentioning. We actually since the episode 3 we saw each other in person. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. We did not see any
Um
movies, unfortunately.
yeah, very unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't even think anything was playing. What was it, like October or something?
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't,
think it was. I doubt it was anything
I,
great. It was nothing
yeah,
I was like rushing out to see.
yeah, but
Either that or I just didn't know what was playing.
yeah, and that's a cool thing because, to me, those interesting. Just in case anybody's listening to
Yeah.
this, it's like they saw each other in person. Wow.
Wow. I thought y'all went to high school together.
Yeah,
That's like,
right. He moved away for. I was
yeah,
gonna say
for
for a couple of
reasons.
years. I was gonna say for a couple of years, but
For
you're
every year
still
since
there.
I moved, yeah.
Yeah.
I moved
Moved
away
away,
and
visited.
I'm still here.
But
And I visited and it was fun. It
yeah,
was
that
a
was
good
fun.
time.
It was a
We'll
great time.
play some clips of of our time
Oh, can I put in that
in the
vlog? Or are you
place.
cool with that?
Oh no. No, no, no.
We are the champions, my friends.
I can't that if it's the one I'm thinking of, no,
Wait,
that
which one?
the one
Well, actually,
where
no.
we were
If you don't
like,
want to
well, let's do a
say.
bit and we were in
Oh
like a
no, no, no. I'm
crowded
talking about
area.
like I'm talking about like the Gucci store or something, or like the one
Oh,
behind the Target.
oh.
This is
Maybe. I don't
the
know.
one
Maybe.
behind the Target. This would be really funny if I don't put it in, and the one
We
person
went
listening to
liminal
this is like,
space
what?
hunting behind Target and we
Yeah,
got some banger photos
yeah. Well, meanwhile, Timmy's wife was being a normal person
and
shopping.
shopping at the mall.
Yeah, we went behind Target.
Yeah, we went behind Target so you don't have to.
Oh my
And
gosh,
found never mind.
Santa.
That's no,
Yeah,
that's gonna
that's
narrow
a
it down too
yeah,
much.
yeah,
People are Googling Santa's
yeah.
workshop behind.
What?
Cut that out, cut that
Behind
out.
Target? Yeah, yeah. So sorry, but
People are gonna find you because of that.
yeah. The guys don't stalk us or me. Um,
No,
but
stalk Timmy, not me.
not me. Oh my
I love
gosh.
the idea if we get to like the part where you said that and it just bleeps out like 10 seconds of conversation and then it goes into like, oh, probably shouldn't have said that, blah blah blah. Don't stalk us.
Don't
Well, don't
stalk
stalk me.
us.
Don't stop. It's fine to stalk Timmy. You just
It's fine,
like the
guys.
progression of like I don't know what it is if it's like ADHD or whatever's going on here, but
Oh my
just like
gosh.
yeah, is we're proud to be here for episode
Yes.
5.
Yes, we are.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it
A lot of
has.
stuff's happened in life, and
Oh
just
yeah.
in um, in terms of movies we've watched a
Hmm.
lot, talked about it, and then like we were like, yeah, we can do a podcast on like these
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 handful of
this
movies we've
section
watched.
of the movies I watched where they're all like kind of in a similar theme, and then these movies, and we'll have different themes for each podcast, and then we didn't make anything, so now we're doing an
Yeah.
episode where we're just like, what did we watch and why did
Whatever.
we care, and like reaching back in our memories of like just
Yeah.
anything. So yeah,
So sorry, guys.
apologies for that, but
Our
we made
apologies, everyone.
yeah,
If
I
you're
was
watching this comment, just say hi.
say hi.
I was gonna say before I just brought up like the intro and blah 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 that real quick I watched because you just saying like we watched things and we were like, oh, we should talk about that. We were talking
Oh,
about
here we
Tom
go.
Holland.
Oh,
I tried that show he was in the crowded room, right?
is that the one you told me about where it was? I can't remember anything except you said it was pretty bad
Yeah, that's the one.
and it had Tom Holland in it.
That's the one.
I can't
So
remember
I watched
anything.
I'm not
that
gonna
you
talk about
told me.
it too deep, but like I watched the first 4 episodes of it. Funnily enough, I actually recorded like a solo commentary to the first episode. Because I was just like really bored and I was like, I want to watch this. And I was like, I wonder if I can do this. And I did it, and I think I think it was fine, but like kind of forgot I did it until now. Um, I mean, hey, if I re-listen to it and I'm like, this is kind of funny, maybe I'll upload it. But if not, then who cares? But
That'd be a funny like one-off like
yeah,
pilot episode. The show
of something that I
made
never
me
finished. Like, the show wasn't good. For like the first 4 episodes, like I kind of wanted to like it because I was just like, yeah, this could be a cool drama or something. But like, it just, it, Tom, like
Tom,
pick better
pick
projects,
your
man.
pick your poison better. Like there's a lesser of two evils when you're picking a project. And you
Yeah,
you did not choose the lesser, let me tell you.
that was one of many shows that like I started watching where I was like, this could be great. And it just like was boring. By the way, I
That's
just
rough.
Googled
That's very
Tom
rough.
Holland because I was trying to see if he has any upcoming projects. And I see people also ask, what did Tom Holland do as a kid?
Yeah, what was
Is
his
this
career as a kid?
what was he up to?
What was Tom Holland's yearly salary as a kid? Partner Zendaya. Oh, they're together.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
yeah,
go. They're
for
still
real.
together. That's good.
Okay. That's good. Good for them.
She's in Dune. He's in The Crowded Room.
Yeah, I feel
They're all
like
doing big things in the world
they're
right
doing
now.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Zendaya is definitely in more critically acclaimed projects. Like I feel like for some reason I just feel like Zendaya has a better in terms of picking projects, she has a better head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Like this woman picked Dune over something like The Crowded Room, and people are saying that Dune 2 is like spectacular and
Yeah,
stuff.
people are saying it's really good. And wait, The Crowded Room has Andrew Garfield in it?
I missed that.
What?
I missed that
I'm on The
episode.
Crowded Room.
Really? Hold on.
Oh no, it doesn't have it. It was people also searched for. Never mind. That's
People wanted to watch something better,
yeah.
probably.
What is Cherry? 37%.
Oh,
Job,
that was
Tom.
another one where Tom Holland played like I'm pretty sure he played like a war guy, like a guy who's been in war or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't that description make you
Nice.
want to watch
Yeah.
the movie?
War
You played
Guy.
war guy.
Rated R. Starring Tom Holland, Daniel Radcliffe, and Emma
Why
Stone.
can't I?
Oh,
He didn't
Doolittle,
want to be in the movie.
15%
Oh
stars Tom
yeah,
Holland
Doolittle.
and Robert Downey Jr., so he could say Mr. Stark.
Mr.
He's Jip.
Stark, I'm
Who's
a dog. I remember he's a dog in the movie, I think.
oh,
I
he's
didn't
the
see it.
dog. And Mr. Stark. I
Literally
can't.
hate that I was scrolling on his movies and I almost went, he was in Endgame?
Oh
Like,
yeah. When
oh
was he in
yeah.
that? When did he show up?
When
Did they like go back in time and find him?
Tom
Becoming Nathan
Holland,
Drake is a film he was in. A
more
televi
like a
it's like
more like a
a
12
documentary.
minute like
Yeah.
Blu-ray behind the scenes special feature. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
so this is how they made me that guy. I'm
So
pretty
they
sure
said
he's in
that
the
I gotta
game.
do my own stunts, yeah.
They actually did not even look at Nathan Drake from the games because they wanted me to have my own unique design, and they didn't even know how he looked, so they picked me.
And Mark Wahlberg.
They they heard the name Sully, and they were like, "We got to Mark Wahlberg would do
He'd
good
be
for
great for
that
that.
hullabaloo.
He'd be great for that. He's really stroppy and whatnot.
Fetch me some crumpets, eh?"
Hello,
That's
mate. Fetch me some crumpets and make sure they're not lopsided.
good. I'll have you
We
outed.
love British people.
We do. To all you guys across the pond, to all you blokes, you
It's all you blokes
scallywags,
across the pond. What's like,
dirt
I was
bags.
gonna,
No, you're
all
not
you
dirt
dead
bags.
bags
I'm just
across the
saying.
pond, yeah.
To all you 007s and Downton Abbey fans.
To all you Downton Abbeys out there, this could be you.
We put the Downts in Downton Abbey. We
Oh
we
my
put the
gosh.
downtown in Downtown Abbey.
I'm
I
glad
used to think it was called that.
Downtown Abbey. I'm pretty sure I used to think it was called Downtown Abbey as well.
Yeah. It's like
Uh,
Abby lives downtown. This is her
sounds like a
story.
great show.
Yeah. All right, I have a curveball for you, Matthew, that I
Yeah,
think
I was gonna try to
uh,
round out this Tom Holland conversation.
I have a curveball for you. I am
Yes.
officially taking control of the conversation and
Whoa. Hang on
and
tight.
and I'm I'm doing something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Guys,
Okay.
prepare.
Uh-huh.
Matthew
Yes.
and I are gonna have an
Uh-huh.
argument.
Oh
We are
no.
gonna disagree, and I'm so excited. I've
Yes.
been waiting for this day to
Okay.
totally destroy Matthew with facts, logic, and reason. And
Yes.
his
If you say
his
the
false
crowded room was
opinion on a
actually a
movie.
masterpiece, then I'm gonna end this
If you say what's a
the
masterpiece,
crowded room.
the crowded room is a cinematic achievement.
That's it. No.
No. I'm out. No, okay.
I'm done.
Because okay, so
Okay,
I
I'm curious about this because we
I'm
did not talk about this before.
we talked about this a while ago.
Uh-huh.
A little bit. So before you say anything, because I'm gonna say something and you're gonna be like, oh, I know where this is going, but just I'm I'm I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm I'm doing bits here.
Okay.
So okay, in the fall, I
Hmm.
watched
Oh, I think I know what this is.
I watched Get Out, Jordan Peele's
Uh-huh. I do know where this is
Jordan
going.
Peele's film, is horror film, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, so
And
did I.
it was probably one of my favorite horror movies I've ever seen, if not like my favorite, because it's just really well made and has some really good like layers and social commentary that they do really well without it seeming forced. And then they weave it really well into the horrors that are going on, and it's also funny. Like
Yeah,
it's just a really really good movie. I'd recommend everyone to watch it.
everybody's seen it.
Especially if you're a rich
We're
white
late to the
family that's
party.
eccentric.
Oh yeah.
I'm just just kidding. Uh, uh, um, how do I transition? Wine.
The video is gonna cut here, and then we're just like, so yeah, that's exactly why I like Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's exactly why Dead Men Tell No Tales is my favorite movie of 2017. Anyways,
Same, yeah.
no, okay. So I watched Get Out. I really liked
Hmm.
it, and I had seen Nope already, the
Yeah.
latest Jordan Peele film, and I really liked Nope. And so I was like, okay, I have to finish out my Jordan Peele try. It's not a trilogy; it's a tri movie catalog
Try movie tournament.
tournament. And so I was like, okay, I have to watch Us, which is his middle film, his sophomore film.
Oh yeah.
And I was like trying to find a way to watch it, and I was like, do I have Netflix? Like, can I access Netflix like to watch this? And I finally watch it, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit actually,
Uh-huh.
and it really resonated with. And I'm not doing a bit right now. It
Yeah.
actually, and I'm not kidding, okay? It resonated with me, and a lot of the
Yeah.
things I was hearing about it, and I know we're about to get into it.
Uh,
A lot of the things I heard about it, some of the mixed slash negative feedback was that the themes did not tie together as well as it did in Get Out at the end, and it was going for something and it didn't quite reach the mark for some people. But for me, it like I enjoyed it, but then it like also resonated with me in terms of like the message and the themes it was going for, and just all the symbolism and the metaphors and like what it was trying to say somehow like really resonated with me. And I was like, wow, this makes me think a lot about like this movie and like about what it's trying to say about reality and like our world and stuff. And so I really thought a lot about that, and like just I got a lot out of it, I guess.
mm.
And Matthew does not feel the same way quite
No, I do not.
so much. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
so
just
yeah,
thought we'd talk about this
we
because
talk about this.
yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted to talk about this movie.
I feel like ending our friendship right
Yeah,
now.
me too. I'm on the edge right now.
Yeah,
I
this
wish that
is
I
what
could
we
say
need.
I'm proud. I'm
Uh,
sorry that I let you down. Let you
let,
down.
let, let you know. Side note about okay, side note about that song. Me and Jonathan will use that as like a Rick roll basically for each other. It's funny because there's one singular video, right, that I think I couldn't have sent. I'm 90% sure I sent it as far back as 2019, and it was like the first like 2 seconds of the song. It's like a lyric video, so like the lyrics fade in on screen. It's like the screen's black, and then the lyrics fade in on screen. It's like "Feels like I'm on the edge
Oh my
right now,"
gosh.
and basically we send it to each other. It's not even. It's like so infrequent that you never know when it is when you get that black like text video. When you click on it, you're like,
Oh
"What
my
is this?"
gosh.
And basically we use it like once in a blue moon. Um, when it's like
When they forgot
uh
about it.
whenever we forget about it, but also whenever like the context, it's usually like after like say one of us forgot to like get back to the other about something, and it's been like a day and a half. I need to send
You
that.
send that, yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was funny.
Send that to
But
me
like
right now for
it's
this
always
situation.
this. It's always the same videos. Like if I were to send you the video because it has like the date that it was like first recorded, so or screen recorded. So like if you save the video, it'll literally say like July 27th of 2019 on
Yeah.
it or
Oh
something.
gosh, that's old.
So
Yeah.
yeah, very old.
Yeah. It's a
Anyways,
different era.
um,
Feels like we're on the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud.
anyways, yeah, yeah,
Us.
we could that could be a whole different topic of 20 what we were like and what the world was like for movies in 2019. But
Oh yeah,
anyways, us
indeed.
came well, I mean, us came out 2018, right? Or 2019? 2019 was
2019.
it?
Yeah,
2019.
Us was 2019.
It
I
was,
remember
yeah.
seeing the trailers and
Yeah.
like being like, "Oh, that's creepy.
That's a scary.
That's a scary movie." Because I didn't
Um
watch a lot of scary movies back in the day.
Also, you know what's funny about us or about us in 2019 is that 2019 was there was a weird pattern in movies and television because a lot of things like big movies and things seem to take place at like a fair or a carnival of some kind in 2019
Stranger
because
Things
yeah,
3.
us Stranger Things season 3, Toy Story 4, and like
Oh
It
yeah.
Chapter 2
Oh,
all had like all were 2019 and all big like studio blockbuster franchise movies. I mean, Us wasn't franchise, but like, it's like Jordan Peele's next. It was like a big blockbuster type deal after Get Out,
yeah.
especially. It was like, oh
It
my gosh,
was
this is
long
a huge deal.
anticipated. Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I just think that correlation with the carnivals is interesting. But
Yeah.
but
That is
yeah.
very interesting.
Anyways, us personally, us to me, I it wasn't I truthful okay, truthfully,
Truthfully.
I was not impressed by it that
Okay.
much. To the point where like Get Out, like I watched it and I thought when I watched Get Out and after I finished it, I was like, that was a good movie. And I like it just like whether it be like setup and payoff or something like how in Get Out, like the opening scene is the guy getting kidnapped, and then later on you see the guy and he's like
Yeah.
brainwashed, and you're like,
It's
oh,
all for a
that's him.
reason. Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that's
I gotta watch that movie again.
like yeah, like it's you see like that's the thing. Like it's like it makes it oh I gotta watch it again. Like it's so good,
Yeah.
and like this with different things of how it was filmed and like tension and stuff. I was like
The way that it got
I thought
so
like
creepy and
intense and so
suspenseful with like
creepy.
just that like housemaid like trying to say what she wanted to say, but like starting to cry because she couldn't
Yeah,
tell. I
like
can't remember the main character's name, but she can't tell him like what's actually going on.
it's very creepy and unsettling. Like it was such a good movie with like, but with
So
us, like
intense, dude.
with me, it really didn't hit that mark to where like I watched it and like I haven't thought about it like since I watched it. Because like
Yeah.
my deal with Us is that like the concept, it was like okay, sometimes when you have like a concept in movies, it's either too much of a concept for it to be like a functioning movie, for it to make sense while also being very conceptual. But like with Us, I just like ended up having like way too many more questions than answers, and or not even, it wasn't even like a fact that I didn't have answers. It was just like the thing with like it's been so long since I watched it, so I feel like I am not going to be like at my full like here are my thoughts on this,
You
but
don't
like
know. You can't remember what happened. Yeah.
but I just remember like thinking it, just feeling like it wasn't as like of a hard hitting like experience when compared to like Get Out, which is also another thing. Is like, well, you don't need to compare it to Get Out. It's not Get
Yeah.
Out, so you don't need to be like, oh, it wasn't as good as Get Out. It's like, okay, well,
It's a
you
different
can.
film.
It's a different movie, but like. I just remember like figuring out the twist as soon as it happened and being like
But there's
of like
multiple
well,
twists.
of the mom being like swapped. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the doppelganger. That's the for real
Lupita.
doppelganger one. And okay. Now that I'm
Spoiler
remembering
alert
this,
for
oh
us.
yeah, big spoilers, yeah. But I remember also the thing that kind of bothered me about the ending. I thought it was cool whenever it happened, but when I thought about it for 2 seconds, I was like, what that is it like after the son gets taken, there's a moment where the mom has to like kill the doppelganger, and then the
Yeah.
kid sees this, and there's a couple moments in the movie where the kid sees his mom like showing great or enacting acts of great violence, and he's kind of taken aback by it. And
Yeah.
when you watch it and when you know what happens, it's like, oh, he's kind of picking up on the fact that like, something's up with mom,
Yeah.
and that's kind of cool. But the thing that bothers me is that when it's revealed, or like it's yeah, when it's revealed that the mom was actually swapped out and she's the doppelganger, or the tethered, sorry. She
Get it right.
I remembered what they were called halfway through my thought. Um
Okay. That's good.
I there's a moment where they're like in the car, and they like the son looks at her, and they kind of like look at each other, and he's like, oh, the son knows what's up, and it kind of feels like an unnerving like, uh-oh, like
Yeah.
that it's not his mom. But the thing is, that doesn't mean anything, because it's still his mom. She grew up as normal as she could be, and still, married the dad, had kids, and grew up as a normal person. So really, although the initial twist is there, it's like, is this really an issue at all? That's still his mom. There's nothing
But
different about her. She
yeah,
grew up as
but
a normal person.
that's still his mom, but he's either like suspicious or realizing that she is literally what she is a biological clone of who he thinks she is, and she's just like all those other tethered that they just like survived from. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
that
yeah, but
still
the
makes it like, oh, like there still
well,
would be like, if you were to realize like she's acting a lot like those guys we just escaped from, like even if it's still your mom, like yeah, she had him. It's not like the other tethered version had him. It's like she had him, but like realizing that your mom is like from the side that you are trying to flee from, I feel like that would still be freaky. Or
I
maybe he
mean,
just,
I guess, but like
I don't know.
again, my
He
deal
doesn't
is
see
that
her
like,
as his mom
well,
anymore
yeah, but
because she's like violent. Like she showed violence in ways that he never thought she would be she would do, because like she acted
well,
human the whole time.
didn't he also? Well, all of them did,
Well,
because like
he just
there's the moment where he's like, he basically, because aren't wasn't there a deal that like they were like in sync or something?
he
So like
like
that's how he
does
like backed into
something
the
and then it
fire. He like catches
his
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 tethered
clone
on
like
fire.
gets caught on fire because it mimics him,
Yeah, so like he
But
did
like
that. He enacted great violence. Like his
all he had to
sister
do
like
was
hit one of
take
the
a couple
people.
steps back though. Like
Well,
it
still,
wasn't
he
like
did it with
he
the
got
intention
up.
of this clone is about to die. I'm about to burn. He knew what he was doing also. And his sister, didn't his sister, if I'm remember, didn't his sister run over one of the guys, one of the tethered with a car?
Yeah, and she
So
got
like
hit
she
into a
did that
tree.
too. So like yeah, so like
He got
everybody and the dad killed
destroyed.
one of them. They all like
Oh yeah, he
killed. They
got
all killed.
put
So
into a
like
a boat
so like they
motor.
all it displayed acts of great violence, but like for some what I felt like that was supposed to imply was like, uh-oh, that's not his like he doesn't think that's his mom, or like it kind of felt to me it didn't feel effective because it's just like why would that even be a concern? I get why because it's like, oh, she was swapped out, but one he
It's just
doesn't but one he really
interesting for him
oh it's
to
yeah,
find
but that's
out.
the thing, it's just interesting. It's like, huh. But that's
Well,
it. It's just
it's
like,
not even
oh,
the main
okay.
twist. It's just like the cherry on
What
top.
even was the main twist? I can't even remember.
I feel like the main twist, but like I think her being swapped wasn't even was that the main twist? I feel
You
like
see, that's the thing. We don't even
the
remember.
twist is Iron Man trilogy.
Iron Man. Yeah.
I rewatched Iron Man 1
Boom.
and 2. I haven't rewatched the third one yet because I just haven't. I'm going to. And Iron Man 1 is probably top 2 best Marvel movies, up there with
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like I can't think of anything that would be better. Like I can think of things that would be close, but right following up with that, like close seconds, thirds, fourths, and everything. But like I can't think of ones that would be better than those two, in my opinion. I just think those two are really stinking amazing. Like Iron Man 1 is it feels like a real movie. It doesn't feel like it has a lot of strings attached with like this whole big universe.
Yeah.
And they had a
Which is weird
script
because
that
like
wasn't
it,
even finished. Robert
yeah.
Downey Jr. improvised a bunch of stuff and it's funny and he feels like a real character. He's a douchebag and he learns to care about something other than himself. And it's a really cool arc, and the movie's just very well done, and the visual effects look better than the modern Marvel visual effects. And there's a lot of practical sets, and there's some emotional moments. When that guy who saved him in the cave dies, I'm like, wow. Like, sorry, I'm taking a sip of water. When he dies, he's like, um, or Tony says, "You, what about your family?" And or you have to go see your family. And he's like, "My family's dead, and now I'm gonna go see them." And
Oh.
it gets really sad. And then Tony's like, "Thank you for saving my life." And like, it's such a simple line, but the way they did it, I don't know. Like that line made me really it got me emotional because I was like, this is such an arrogant like character who makes jokes about everything and who's very full of himself. Like saying a serious line, you can tell he's like emotional, like genuinely saying, "Thank you for saving my life." Like, I don't know. It was just, it's a good movie. Go watch it. You've already seen it. I know you have. Watch it
Go
again.
watch it, everyone. Yeah, I don't know. It is weird thinking, or yeah, because like Iron Man 1, it literally came out in a different world with movies and Marvel
Paramount.
movies alone. Yeah, owned by Paramount, which is absolutely insane that there's a
Yeah.
world where Marvel was before. It's funny that, okay, the movie came out before the MCU was a thing. Which is like insane because like yeah, you had like the Incredible Hulk, but like nobody was like, oh yeah, the MCU, no, like
The Hulk.
like
Yeah.
it it was like it was a completely different world, and it was crazy. And it's crazy to go back and watch like Iron Man and also just the early MCU stuff because like
Yeah.
it really like it's kind of because like again from everything down to the actors, which by the way they had like a great group of people
Oh
for like
yeah.
the Infinity Saga, like like
Really
the like
good
Robert Downey
talent.
Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, like Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner, like they had all the like these people that like you think about now, like it's crazy now how like Jonathan Majors who played Kang like got involved in some but like like I don't know
Domestic
domestic
abuse or something.
abuse violent
Yeah.
trial or something, and then it was like there was evidence that he was guilty, then there was evidence that he was innocent, and then there was evidence that he was guilty, and now I don't even know where it's at. But all I know is that
Yeah.
apparently Avengers 5 is entitled the Kang Dynasty anymore.
That's insane to me that they
And
released all that so early and now
yeah,
like it's not Kang because they didn't want to recast him,
yeah, but it's
which
just like
I
it's
don't care what
crazy.
like these Marvel movies do anymore, but like
But
it's
it's
just weird to me.
honestly it's crazy because like when you think back to like the Infinity Saga stuff and like early Avengers, pretty much until Endgame, really, I don't. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that there was a whole lot of drama around like a lot of like let's say like up until like Avengers like or Captain America Civil War even. I don't think that there was like any
It's like the
drama within the
Spider-Man dispute.
cast of like well no, I mean just like with like the cast being involved in like like domestic violence and stuff
Yeah,
like I like the people doing it were just like it was just a good group of people who
yeah,
were like making movies and all seemed to enjoy it as well, like I don't
which is cool
know,
to see.
like especially now like I feel like people are just so over the MCU because it doesn't feel special anymore. Like it used
Oh
to be a
no,
thing where
it's not special. It's like
actors would be like, I want to be in a Marvel movie. Make it happen, Disney. And then like now it's like who cares? Like nobody cares about this anymore. Which
people
kind of
don't want to
sucks
be in
because
a Marvel movie.
they're trying to do the young Avengers now. I know the young people like the girl who plays Miss Marvel is like really into it, which is like that's good for her. You know, like I'm glad
Yeah,
that she's like a young actress. I gotta look out how old she is because like if she's older than me, I'm like
she's probably
she's like
like
some
25.
little kid. Um, how old is she? She
She's
was
gonna be
born. Oh, she's
she's gonna be like
21.
18. Yeah, exactly. She's an
Okay,
adult.
never
Yeah, she's a
mind.
kid, right?
She's
No,
a
she's
kid.
as old
Um,
as Tom Holland is in character in universe as Spider-Man, but he's like 30.
um,
So deal with
but
that,
yeah,
people.
like nobody cares about like MCU or even just Marvel anymore. Like friggin' Dakota Johnson like dipped out of Madam Web so hard on the press tour, which I don't blame her, but like
Because apparently it was
literally
so bad.
yeah, I don't doubt it. It's like
Worse than Morbius.
I don't understand how Sony is still making horrible Spider-Man villain slash extended universe character movies. Like
They
I don't
belong in like the
understand.
2000s, like 2004 or something,
Like
when they were
Catwoman,
making, yeah,
like stuff like Catwoman.
radioactive cat turns her into Catwoman or whatever it is. Like really bad superhero movies before the MCU. Like there was a lot of those.
It's just I don't understand how they're still making that though. Because like
Because
Madam Web
they're like using Chat GPT and putting they're putting in like three sentences from the comics and then generating a plot and then like rushing it together, cutting out 80% of everything on the cutting room floor and like sewing it together based off of what the puppet masters at Sony are trying to do to make money. They're like, let's put this in the trailer. Apparently, Madam Web had all several girls that were supposed to turn into like spider hero people, and in the trailer it shows them in their suits, like doing stuff, fighting and whatever.
yeah,
But
and aren't they
apparently, that's a
apparently
vision. That's all like a
yeah.
vision of the future. They're not even doing that.
That
So it's
and
just
I
a
kind
vision
of
she's having
that
of
isn't
the
even
future. Like
surprising to me
it's
anymore.
just
Because
stupid. Like why? That's so
After
dumb.
Morbius, remember in the Morbius trailer where they had like a poster of like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on like a building, and then they had the
Yeah.
Daily Bugle newspaper, and then they had Oscorp from Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man. None
Oh
of
my
that was in the
gosh.
movie.
Yeah, none
It
of
was
it,
just, but you
literally.
know what it was? It was literally they were trying to write off No Way Home hype, and they were like, oh, if we tie in Spider-Man to this, then like people are gonna see it and
Yeah.
like and literally I'm just now remembering that by the way if anybody's listening to this point we watched Morbius, like
Oh
there's a
dear. It
possibility that
was
that video
bad.
might see the light of day and
Oh
it's
yeah, that hasn't seen the
horrible.
light of day. That's got
It's
to
a
be your
horrible,
next
yeah,
commentary.
next
Like
project.
you should
Um,
edit that and put it out
no,
because that's
no,
like
honestly, I'm thinking I'm probably
that'd be
gonna
pretty good.
do pretty soon-ish because isn't Venom 3 coming out this year?
Yeah, we gotta watch Venom 3. Oh yeah, we
Um,
watched the Venom
and we,
movies.
yeah, I was saying we watched Venom 1 and 2.
I was gonna
I
say we should do the whole Sony verse,
um
Sony Spider-Man verse, but I don't
Wait,
know if I want to see Madam Web.
we really aren't that far off. All we'd have to watch is Madam Web and like Craven the Hunter
Craven
when it comes out.
and
That's two. Yes,
Venom
yes, they're
3.
bad. Which Venom 3 has the potential to be like a fun time, but
Yeah, it's directed
uh,
by what I can't remember names at all this late at night.
is it the same
Uh,
person? People that did any of the others?
what's the guy who plays Eddie Brock?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy, yeah.
Oh,
I
he's
knew his
directing
name,
it.
but he's directing, I think, or at least co-directing, I'm pretty sure. Like he's writing or
He's
directing it or
involved.
both.
Okay,
Yeah, so he's getting to like have his vision maybe. I mean, I
okay.
feel like they're letting the Venom movies do something good and yet still be very like kind of not great movies,
Yeah,
but they
like
have merit.
they're not very good, but like I had more fun with them than like Morbius because like what I hated about Morbius is that it wasn't even funny. Like it wasn't
It
even
was
funny.
bad.
And like
It was
people were
really
like,
bad.
"Oh, the memes!" Like it, not even like the memes could
People
save
had to
it.
make
Like
up
it
their own
wasn't.
funny stuff for it because it
I
just
kind
was
which
there's
I kind
nothing
of
to it.
which like I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that when
Except that
people
dancing scene.
they kind of like like had like acted like it was the greatest thing of all time and like it was so bad it was funny when it wasn't. Because if it was so bad it was funny that it was funny, it could have like I would have been like on board with it, but it wasn't even that. It was just boring and bland and it sucked. Like I hated Morbius more than anything. Like
It was
there
just
are a
really
couple
bad.
movies that we've watched that like that I haven't edited yet that have been so bad that like I actually felt disheartened after we watched it. And like Chaos Walking
Yeah,
was one of them.
Morbius.
Morbius, and there's probably one more.
You didn't like
Um,
Underwater, but I don't think that was crushingly bad. I think you
no,
were just
I
bored
didn't
and you couldn't
enjoy
see the screen
Underwater. Yeah,
because it was so
Underwater.
murky that you
Yeah,
couldn't see what was
I
happening.
I was just kind of bored with Underwater, but I wouldn't say that like it was bad. Like I wasn't like I hate this so much.
Yeah,
Venom, I will probably edit. When is Venom 3 coming out? Because if it's coming out like in July, I gotta hop on that.
it might be December.
Venom 3, November 8th, 2024. All right, Sony, get that out
Uh,
fast.
do you think
Get
you'll
to
edit
work.
the those commentaries sooner than that, or
I mean, probably. I gotta get them done.
because I'm very like interested in
You want to
seeing.
watch them, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Tom
but
Hardy is one of the producers, not the director. I think directed by Kelly Marshall. Let's see what she did. Let's see what movies she did. Career filmography. Saving
Venom.
Mr. Banks, 50 Shades of Grey, off
Oh
to a great
yeah.
start. Venom let their she directed these? She did not direct the second one. She must have been like a writer or something. The second one was directed by Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis, that's right. Google's just being broad. I feel like Google has gotten so much worse over the years.
Yeah, can we have the old Google back?
What
The
happened to
real
old
Google, please
Google?
stand up.
What the heck was I even gonna say? I wanted to talk about this is so unrelated, but I wanted to talk about a show within the past couple of months.
Oh, what you've been
Um,
a show?
a show that I watched.
Okay,
Um,
tell
but yes,
us, tell
Venom.
the viewers.
Well, to end this Venom thing, Venom commentaries, guys.
Yes, they
You'll see them.
exist.
They
They'll
exist.
see the light
Watch
of day.
Venom. They
And
will see the
Morbius.
light of day, and Morbius, and Madam.
No, don't promise them
Oh
that.
my
We don't
gosh,
want to have to
no.
be tied to that.
Yeah.
Madam Web looks really bad.
Yeah.
We might
I
watch
knew,
it.
okay, truthfully, I knew Madam Web was gonna suck whenever the trailer used that. Is it a Billie Eilish song?
I have
I don't know if
no
it's a Billie
clue.
Eilish song or just some other I was gonna say like some other sad girl song, but it's not even one. It's not even a sad girl song, and two, I don't even like. I was saying that as like a negative thing when I really have no issues with Eilish whatsoever.
Yeah,
I was like some
you're like
freaking sad
freaking
girl
yeah,
song. I hate her, but I'm like I don't hate Billie Eilish.
yeah. You're like I
Like,
can't stand the
can't
sad
stand it.
girl
Oh,
Billie
Billie Eilish,
Eilish.
she's great. But no, it was that song like "What do you have to me? Why do you know?" Like that song. I
Yeah,
don't like. Is that Billie Eilish?
I
It sounds like Billie Eilish, like dun, 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 dun. Like it was like that.
it might be. I'm honestly not
I don't
sure.
know. Yeah, I knew it was gonna suck when they used that because it was the most like basic trailer I've ever seen. And I was like, all right. Not only is this trailer 3.5 minutes long, side note, movie trailers are so long now. They're literally like 4 minutes long and they
Might as well
show
just
everything.
release the movie.
Or do you remember when movie trailers used to be like footage specifically filmed for the sake of a movie trailer? And
Yeah,
like
it'd be
the
like
like
unique, and it wouldn't just be a clip show.
literally the teaser trailer for Back to the Future is Michael J. Fox like walking on like a road and then like turning on the DeLorean and then you hear someone going, "How far are you going?" Then he like lifts up his reflective sunglasses and he goes, "About 30 years." And then it's
Oh,
so
that's
cool because the
cool.
DeLorean speeds off and then it starts
It's meant to
playing,
be
"Gotta
a
get back in time," and
yeah,
it's like
it's a
so cool.
teaser. It's not meant
Yeah,
to be
the whole
just
friggin' movie.
showcasing the movie.
But anyways, yeah, Madam Web, it's sucky. Anyways, uh, this show that I watched, I've watched a lot of stuff recently that I've felt kind of like by the end of it, I've been kind of like, uh, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
I've
Just
I've
like tired.
there've only been a couple things that I've watched recently that I was like, yeah, that was cool. I liked that. I had a good time watching that. Whether it be like because the movie or show was good, funny, or just like an all around good time or whatever. But like a lot, like I've watched a bunch of things recently where I've just been like I wanted that to be, I wanted to enjoy that, and like I just didn't enjoy it.
And you just had
And
no enjoyment whatsoever.
I mean, like, well, what I'm about to talk about, it was a situation. It was a whole situation. I watched this show over the holidays called School
Okay.
Spirits, right?
Okay.
Now, if you don't know, School Spirits is a show, a Paramount Plus original, I believe. Well, let me check that. School Spirits. Yeah, Paramount Plus on Netflix for some reason as well. And
Cool. They're sharing.
they decided to share.
They're
And
like, you know what? No one's getting our streaming service. We got to make some money somehow.
yeah, we gotta we gotta bridge the gap.
Yeah.
So do you care about spoilers? You're not gonna watch this show.
Let me look this show up.
Okay.
Let me do some research. 83 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Okay.
Why do I care about it's supernatural apparently.
Do you care about spoilers?
No.
Okay, so School
Can I
Spirits.
say
So
one quick
yeah,
thing? I'm so
yes.
sorry. I've looked at the iTunes store and this is insane to me.
Uh-huh.
I had to tell you this. The Transformers 6 movie collection, not the new one,
Uh-huh.
all of them except the new one, and then Bumblebee. So the 6 movie collection is $10
What?
for 6 movies.
Is that
And
an accident?
I kind of want to get it,
Do
but
it.
I just bought a movie and so that's almost $10. And so I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I also just spent money on car repairs and stuff. And so I'm like, do I? But then now I'm overthinking $10 when I like at a certain point I was like, I should probably watch those movies. I hear a lot of them suck, but like there's some cool things of
It'll
they're
be
cool.
fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably buy them and then just or no. If I was to buy them, I probably would just not watch them for the longest time because I like
You'd
have
buy them and then make a
so
video
many.
essay on.
Yes,
Okay,
how good
actually,
they
if you
are.
bought that and then watched all 6 before Spider-Verse, I'd actually be mad at you.
I would be mad at myself. I want to
If
watch
you're like,
Spider
heck yeah,
Verse.
Transformers,
Like
more
all
than
these
meets the
really
eye.
bad, like bad review movies. I don't know. I'm definitely watching Spider Verse before I am to watch any of those.
Yeah. Oh my
Anyways,
gosh.
Teen Spirit.
School spirits is so,
Cool Spirit.
so okay, so are I there's a couple reasons why I decided to watch the show. One, Peyton List is in it, and I am aware of her presence as an actress. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Alum, also Disney Channel Alum, and Cobra Kai Alum. She's kind of made the rounds in Hollywood.
Yeah,
And
Illume everything.
so, I was like, oh, I'll give that a watch. And also, I thought that it had a fun concept. So basically, Peyton List plays this girl named Maddie, funnily enough.
Huh.
Yeah. And so, she plays this girl
Nice.
named Maddie, and Maddie is dead.
Oh,
And so
I don't like that.
what I like about the concept is that she's dead and her ghost is haunting the halls of the school, and
Okay, I like
along
that.
along with other ghosts of people who have also died at the school. Now,
Okay, I like it so
she
far.
doesn't remember how she died, right? So that's kind of like, okay, how did she die? And you figure out that she was killed in the school boiler room, so it's like, oh shoot, someone killed her. Who killed her? So it's like, okay,
It
that's kind of
was
cool.
Mr. Mustard in the boiler room with the rope.
And yeah, how would you feel if I was like, how did you know that?
What?
Like
It's just
genuinely.
Clue. Yeah.
Um,
It
but
sounds cool so far. Like it
no,
sounds
yeah, so
interesting.
so like the concept is cool, right? I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it turns out there's a cool moment at the end of the first episode. Okay. Well, so she of course, it's who killed her, and she can see everything that's going on with everybody who's alive, but they can't see her. And so, she has
Yeah.
her 2 best friends, one of which it's clear that he's like so in love with her, but it's like, oh, she's my friend. And
I
like
can't date my friend.
and she has a boyfriend. And what
No,
bothers me is
there's
that
the issue.
her boyfriend, I hate it when shows do this, because Wednesday did this. Like they had, like, I feel like it's such a common thing. I can only think of Wednesday right now, but like I know in my heart that there's more things, but like
In my heart of hearts.
they don't know how to name male characters anymore. And why I say that is because there's always a character in these like teen shows nowadays named Xavier. There's always a
What?
character named Xavier, and it really
This isn't
bothers me.
X-Men, guys.
It's like, yeah, what the heck, Charles Xavier over here? Like, it
Yeah.
literally bothers me because the names are always like Xavier, Tyler, Simon. It's like it's all names.
Xylar. And it's
It's
like,
a
is this a
Xylar.
medication
It all
commercial?
like like it all like as someone who's written stuff, not to be like as someone who's written stuff, but for
As a
real,
professional.
those names are names that you come up with to try to make your characters unique. It's like, huh, I haven't met a lot of Xaviers before. So
People are gonna connect with them.
Xavier Baxter is going in the script, And so she
Yeah.
has her boyfriend named Xavier, and then a friend who's in love with her, clearly named Simon, and then another friend named Claire. And the 2 friends, Simon and Claire, are like, oh man, I can't believe Maddie's dead. And then like there's of course everybody's a suspect. And her mom, Maddie, has a troubled home life, and she's really into horror movies because she and her friends were gonna go to HorrorCon before she died.
Oh my
and
gosh. Why is there
and
always
so
like no, never
and
mind. I don't
and
know.
so her mom's like a
I didn't know that was
drunk,
a
and
thing.
she's really upset. And like it turns out that like like there's so much going on with so many characters who really aren't that interesting, but the concept was good enough to keep me watching all 8 episodes. So you know the show kept me watching because there were moments that were cool. For example, like there's a scene in the end of the first episode because Maddie can't communicate with anybody on who's alive because she's dead. There's a moment where like she's in the school and everybody there's like a vigil or something for her, and like Simon is like in a classroom, right? And he is standing outside the window or looking out the window, and then she's standing next to him because he just got done talking to a teacher, giving some big emotional speech about how he like misses her, and it's like kind of sad. And then he looks over and he's like, what? And he can see her. So then they have another thing that's like a kind of cool where it's like, oh wait, her friend is the only person that can see her. That's kind of cool. And
Huh.
so basically they go through this whole show. There's other ghosts that are all really just they range from being okay to I hate this person. Particularly
Too annoying.
this one girl. Okay, listen, it's super hard to play characters that this poor actress, I know she was trying her best, but she's playing a
Thank you
character
for the
like
empathy.
no, seriously. Like I know she's trying her best, but she plays one of those characters that's just their personality is like I'm the cocky one. I'm gonna say a bunch of long-winded quips at you that don't roll off the tongue. And it's just
And
and like
drag the script down.
I need to know what happened.
We're not in some haunted house, chick. Maybe this doesn't jive with your fantasy of what this should be, but we're quite literally a world away. We're not there, we're here.
she's like super wordy and like she's her whole deal is that she's cocky and she has an attitude and she wears a beret, and I really did not like her at all. And like it was moments like this where I was like I want to skip this, but I really I whatever. So obviously Maddie's dead, and there's things where she's like in the spirit world there's like a bunch of different high school students who have died, and there's like a dead guidance counselor who's like, okay, you got to work on finishing you do on working on your unfinished business so that you can pass on to the other side, right? And Maddie's like, I don't want to do that. That's how she talks, by the way. She's like,
I
I don't
don't
want
want
to
to
do
do
that.
that.
I'm not ready to die. I want to live. And
It's like
she's
you
like,
realize you're dead, honey. Like
she's so
you gotta
angsty.
handle it.
And she's like, basically, that's what everybody's saying. They're like, you're dead. Listen, there's nothing you can do about it. And so, you know, like she's trying to like figure out who killed her, and she's kind of working through Simon on the overworld, and her boyfriend is a suspect. And there's like a deal where it's like, okay, did her boyfriend kill her? Because it's a situation where her boyfriend, they totally cast a guy who acts like a psychopath for no reason, and
So he just acts like it, but there's no plot reason. It's
yeah,
just
and
because of the
like it's
guy.
it's just because of the red herring. And so like it's like a total well, okay, to speed things along, my issue with the show is that it was paced so weirdly to where, it's like, oh, her boyfriend probably killed her, right? And then it's like, okay, but then by the time you get to like episode 3, it's like he didn't do it. So it's like, wait, you just wasted your red herring in episode 3. And then it's like, wait, maybe this teacher killed her. And they have moments where it's like, no way, Mr. Johnson killed her. And then like
But then
in the
it's
next
just wastes that
and then
entirely.
no, in the next episode, it's like he didn't kill her, and it's like, okay, okay, you could have held on to that a little bit
So
longer.
there's
We're on episode 5, and we've had like 2 fake outs already. And then like by the time
red herrings every episode.
you're
pretty
on like
much.
episode 6 out of 8, or like 6 or 7 out of 8, and then it's like, guys, I think the janitor killed her. Keep in mind, we've spent like 2 minutes of screen time with the janitor. We don't know who the janitor is, and they're like, what
Oh
if the
my
janitor killed her?
gosh.
He used a crowbar that was in his office, and I'm watching this and I'm like, wait, I know the janitor didn't kill her because we haven't spent any time with this janitor, but like why are you spend like you literally are, this is too late in the season to like
To
to
be
be
doing
pushing
this,
this,
yeah.
which it was making me mad. And I was like, I
You're
was
like,
like, what? I wanted this to have like a consistent story. Keep in mind, all the other ghosts have their backstories on like why they're dead, and like
do they
their
have like
unfinished
closure?
business,
Yeah.
and they have closure. And some of it's good. Well, a lot of it's just really
Some of
cheesy.
it's good.
Like I remember I fell asleep during the girl with the beret who I really didn't like. I fell asleep during her explanation because I had gotten home from work. I was like
And
really
you were like, nah,
tired.
nah, I'm
And I
not I'm
fell
not
asleep.
here for this.
I'm not here for this. I'm dead for this. And And then at the end of the seventh episode, I was like back on board with the show because at the end of it, they're like, it's kind of set up where it's like, wait, oh wait, oh, and then they try to do a fake out in like the seventh or sixth or seventh episode was like, wait, what if her friend Claire killed her? It's like, and then
And it's like there's so
and
many
get
fake
this,
outs at this point. I don't believe you for a second.
and get this, their reasoning for why their friend, because like Simon, Maddie, and Claire are like a trio. They all love horror movies and blah blah blah. And like their reasoning for like they're like, wait, what if Simon's like, what if Claire killed you? And it's like, why would she ever do that, Simon? She's my friend. And then he's like, they use an example of like, remember that one time that we were talking around lunch, and then there's like a flashback, and then it's like they she's like, what's your favorite horror movie, Claire? And she's like, Scream. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, huh, kind of same. And then they're like, that doesn't
Yeah.
count. That doesn't count because it's like meta horror.
They
And then
said
they like
that?
make yeah, and they make
Trigger
fun
warning for
and
Matthew.
they make fun of her for it, and then the girl gets upset and she's like, you know what, frick you guys. And then they're like, come on. And then they're like, yeah, I guess she could have murdered me because of that. And they
Seriously?
seriously, yes, they seriously roll with the idea of, wait, we kind of pick on her some, so
So
like
she might
she
want to kill
she
me.
might have murdered me. And then Simon confronts Claire and he's like, did you murder Maddie? And she's like, what's wrong with you? Why would I do that? And they set up a
Friendship
thing.
ruined.
They set up a thing where, yeah, they set up that where it's like, if you confront her on this and you're wrong, she's never going to want to talk to you again. He confronts her on this, she freaks out, and then she's fine. She's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Oh, good.
And
Glad they set that up.
yeah, and so keep in mind, all this is happening. There's like of course, there's a police chief who's the dad of her boyfriend, and then there's this other girl who's like the popular girl who like he was cheating on her with or something. Like there's so much that's going on in this show, and keep in mind, the police chief is talking to everybody, being like, "Oh, there's this guy. There's this like there's been signs of like a grifter like staying at abandoned houses or something. We think this might be Maddie because there's everybody, they can't find her body, so they're like, she's alive, she might be alive, but Maddie's dead, so she's not alive. And then
So she's actually dead.
so they have a scene where, okay, so this is like the end of the season, right? Episode 7, end of the episode. There's like a cliffhanger where Maddie's like, my mom killed me. And I was like, that's actually kind of crazy if that's what happens, because like I didn't really think about that until episode like 6. And like that would be kind of cool and insane if it was like, oh, my mom killed me, that's crazy. The show actually would have taken a risk, right? And the mom didn't kill her.
Oh, of course.
So-
Another red herring. How many
Yeah.
red herring? We need a red herring
There's like
count for
5. I gotta
this.
rewatch this. And so like there's that, right? And then, right, Simon, Claire, I forgot her name, and Xavier go to this abandoned house where this like grifter that's been like hiding, maybe because like they found Maddie's backpack at one of the places where this like homeless guy has been going around, right? So like, what if he killed her? We got to get this guy, and we got to get answers from him. I don't know. So they go to the house.
Force this man to.
The guy outruns them and steals their car.
Oh my gosh.
And then Claire gets a picture of this, right? And is like, she stares at it for like 10 seconds. And then Maddie is in the school where only Simon can see her, right? And he's like, Maddie, you're not real. And she's like, what? Of course I'm real. He's like, no, you're not. And then she's like, why would you say that? And he shows the picture that Claire took, and in the rear view mirror is Maddie, and she's there. She's alive, right? And I was like,
Wait.
what? And he's like, this is literally, I'm insane. That you are like a figment of my broken psychosis, and I'm crazy.
Wait, so the end
And
plot twist is she was not dead, but
no,
this whole show is his figmented imagination?
no, that's what I thought, right? And there's
Oh, no.
it's not over yet, and this
I'm
is
getting
the
like
cool.
chills.
This is the cool. This moment was actually kind of cool, because if they had gone down this route as like, because again, like okay, if they had gone down this route, I would have been like, that's actually kind of cool. Like we were watching this, and it's like, wait, that's crazy. The whole time she was alive, and like he was just crazy. That would have been kind of interesting. But no, they set up this thing early on also where she can't leave the school because that's where she died. So like if she tries to leave the boundaries of the school, she just instantly teleports back to where um she died. So like she if she like takes one step off of the premises, she'll go back to the boiler room. And so she's like chasing Simon outside of the school. She's like, Simon, wait, Simon, wait. And then like, and also it's set up that he can only see her in certain places. So like he can only see her at the bus stop, but he can't see her in like the like I don't know, the teacher's lounge or something like that. And so
Hmm.
they're like going. There's a scene after he's like, I'm insane, you're not real, where he's leaving, and she's like, Simon, wait, and then she like trips and falls like and falls out of the boundaries of the school and teleports back to the boiler room. And then Simon like looks behind him and she's not there. And I was like, wait, that's kind of cool because it's like it's to him. It's like, oh wait, I am crazy. She's not real. So, anyways, she goes like out or she event I can't even remember how it's set up, but like the other ghosts get trapped in the in like a thing in like the boiler room, and they're like,
A
wait,
thing.
why does the ghost guidance counselor have all of our files in this like barrel or something? And then it's like, wait, guys, he's up to something. So by the way, they just set up that this guidance counselor is like suspicious like on episode 7 out of 8. So it's another thing that they waited too long to set up. And then this
Great.
it
Just in
ends.
time for the season finale.
So like Maddie has this like thing, this like flashback or whatever, where she like is hearing the ghost scream. They're like, "Man, oh my gosh, help us!" And then she like opens the door and she has like a flashback to like she sees like a guy, like because keep in mind they set up earlier like there was like some girl or something that died and whatever, and like she opens the door and sees the guidance counselor talking to like a shadowy figure, right? And this she had because she just had a flashback to when she died. So she's like she opens the door and she's like, what's going on? The shadowy figure flies at her, boom, she's dead. Then cut to Maddie it, buying a bus ticket out of town, leaving, and now that's it. That's the show. She was possessed by some random thing, and now that thing it just has her body, and she is skipping town, and
What?
that's it. That's School Spirits.
Is there season 2 coming?
Yeah, there's a season 2 coming, and
Okay,
it made me so mad because I was like,
good.
I really wanted this to just be like a one season like drama or something,
But
and
no.
but no,
What's I feel
yeah,
like this sounds interesting.
it was interesting, but like again, it just kind of left me like really like
Yeah.
it felt like one of those endings where like they didn't even know if they were gonna get a second season. Like I could totally see this being one of those shows where like it got canceled on a cliffhanger because like its ending it was just like really like her because like there's stuff that I didn't mention and whatever, but it's just like she was like possessed by something, by some
Some random
person,
thing,
some
yeah.
random thing, and then this person's just leaving town, and it's like
To
I
go
don't
do
even
who
know
knows
what they're
what.
gonna do in a second season, but yeah, that was School Spirits, one of two things I watched for the first time in December 2023. I watched two things and that was
Wow.
one of them.
That's definitely the one the one you want to watch if you're only watching two things.
Yeah. Oh gosh, sorry that took so long, but
No, I
jeez.
I was happy to hear it. It makes I
Uh,
kind of wish that I watched the show now. Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds
When season
kind
two
of dumb
comes
but
out, no,
interesting.
I
Yeah.
wanted to do commentaries on it because like it was so like all over the place that I feel like it would have been a lot of fun. But like, yeah, I
Probably
just
could have.
like well, it was like
Yeah.
we had a conversation
Yeah. No,
beforehand. It
no,
was
it's worth it. It's worth it to do this for sure.
it's should I try to get Jonathan on board to do this? Jonathan, do you want to watch School
Jonathan,
Spirits? Wait,
Don't
that would actually
watch.
be that would be such a fun Halloween video actually, because it's like spooky kind of.
Yeah. Oh, that would
Hey,
be.
maybe.
All right, after you guys watch Scream videos for Halloween, another Halloween
Yeah,
video
another Halloween
underway. Yeah.
thing. All right, guys, you guys are gonna be eating well on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, all right,
Oh yeah.
guys, that was School Spirits.
In a
Are you
nutshell,
excited for season 2?
I am. I personally
Are
am.
you
Like that
excited for
sounds.
my
That's just.
description of season 2?
Yeah. Right. That's how I'm gonna get it. Is through your description in
You're like,
another future
Matthew,
podcast
season 2,
episode.
season 2 came out. You gotta watch it and
Yeah,
describe
so you
it to
can
me.
summarize it to us. That reminds me of a show that I watched called well actually do I even want to get into this? I don't know. Like I like how that's like a supernatural like kind of creepy thing, but it's also like drama kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
it's funny because it's like the teen drama, so it's like good enough to I'm enjoying this, but it's like kind of cringy at the same
Yeah.
time, you know? It's like the perfect mix because I'm all for like cringy stuff because like I can deal with like something being cringy. Like if it's cringy, it's not a deal breaker for me. Because
Yeah.
like if it was, I would have stopped on episode 1. Because honestly, like some of the things, like that girl in the beret I was talking about, like almost took me out.
There are still people in this school that count on you. Dead people.
Since when did you stop majoring in Who Gives a Fuck?
We all have to pitch in, pussy toes.
I'm sorry, what did she just call me?
It's not just her specifically. It's like characters like that in general. Because like because like okay, nobody acts like that. So when you
Yeah.
when you
When you try to
have an
make
actor
somebody
be like that, it's literally a person having to force that performance out of an otherwise normal person. So
which is I think a crime. I think that's unethical.
it's
That's
yes,
not right.
we need
You
to stop
shouldn't
it,
force actors to do stuff like that.
but
You either
it's
write a good role or you don't have them do anything.
yeah, it's just
Uh,
yeah, I did not really like her all that much.
okay, so this reminds me. Thank you for summarizing that, by the way. That
You're
was very
welcome.
entertaining. This reminds me of this show my wife and I watched a couple months back. And that's
I
on
can't wait
Netflix as
for this.
well.
I gotta watch this.
I feel like I might have told you partially about this. She picked it. It was not something I would have picked in a million years, but
Uh-huh.
me and her got hooked on it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Like a show where the people making the show know that they are baiting you into being hooked into drama cheaply and in ways that are like, oh yeah, this is just like this is like any kind of like teenage romance drama show movie like this is stuff that happens in all of those things. Like this is not new, but yet they're hooking me with it because I want to know what happens next with these characters, and
Yeah.
I'm invested into this stupid story.
That's honestly school spirits as well, yeah.
That we could have it would have been fun to do commentaries for those, but you should definitely get Jonathan on board.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking, this other show, me and you should do commentaries on
Okay,
this
sure. I'm down.
because
What
it's
is
on
this?
Netflix. It's called, okay, Google search this right now, and if you want to
Watch me be like, "Oh,
put
I've seen this."
oh yeah, I love this show.
I love
Um,
this.
it's My Life with the Walter Boys.
I typed in my LIF and autofill with the Walter boys, okay?
It's popular, I guess,
Okay.
and it,
40% are on Tomatoes, I'm down.
promising already. Yes, it's 10 episodes.
Oh, whoa. I clicked on I clicked on like the hyperlink on Google and it instantly started playing the first episode. I was like, "Whoa, hold on.
Dang, you're
Hold
like,
on."
okay, calm down. I'm not ready yet.
But
Is
yes, anyways, 10
how long does
episodes.
it say each episode is on your Netflix?
48, 38, 42, 45, 45, 41,
Oh dear
46,
Lord.
43, 48, 48, 56. That's not a problem with me.
Oh, okay. I just was like, I hope I just am not remembering correctly, and they're all like 20-minute episodes because that'll make it so easy. But
You were so
no,
invested in it. It all seemed
it
like a 20
slips
minute.
by, yes.
Yeah. But
And
anyways, yes,
there's
this
a
show.
season 2
Oh shoot.
coming, and Maddie and I are
That's awesome.
really.
So tell me a little bit about the
I'm
show.
coming out of the closet as a My Life with the Walters stan.
That's
The show
awesome.
is
Own it.
amazing.
And I'm like a passive school spirit stan
Yeah,
where
but
like
not too much.
I it like the ending bothered me, but I'm gonna watch
But
season
I'm
2.
down for season
But
2, you
I'm
know.
down for season 2.
I mean,
Bring it on,
I'm not
Paramount.
saying much, but like I might accidentally watch all of season 2 the night it comes out, like at midnight.
Like
Like
3 a.m. when it drops
I'm not a stan
Eastern
though.
time. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't care. I hate this show.
Commentary. It's so badly written, but like I'll be there. Like I know My Life with the Walter Boys, like I know it's dumb. Like it's clearly a dumb show, but it's got me invested enough to be like, let's watch season 2 whenever that comes out and see what happens with
Yeah.
these love, will they, won't they triangle things going on, and like just generic situations happening. I don't know.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this show.
Okay, so I don't know how much I should tell you.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
if we're considering doing like commentaries on it, is it best that I go into this like blind as all heck?
Probably.
Okay.
I'll read you
Is there
the
drama?
Google. Yes, teen drama.
I'm sold.
Oh my
I'm
gosh. Oh
sold.
my gosh, there is so much drama.
Oh
It's
my
literally
gosh.
like dripping with drama. Like it's the whole show hinges on like, is the subplot of every teen movie with an actual good plot combined
Uh-huh.
going to keep their attention? Yes. Yes, like I'm going to read you the Google summary. When a tragedy disrupts her life, a
Oh
teenager
no.
moves in with her guardian's big family in a small town and
Okay.
learns lessons about love, hope, and friendship.
Woo!
I can tell you one thing. She
There's a
definitely
lot of
learns.
love,
There's a
hope,
lot
and
of
friendship.
lessons and French love. I thought you said open friendship. Yeah, there's a lot of open love. I don't know what that
Open
means.
love, yeah.
There's hope and friendship. Hope that the friendships she makes can all blossom into multiple relationships.
Whoa.
No,
Whoa, I'm so
no.
down.
Okay.
I'm down for the show.
Oh my gosh. I've said too much already. 89% liked this show, Google says.
That's
Thank
good enough for me.
you. All right. Let's see what the audience score is.
100.
2000. No, it's
Two?
71.
I mean,
Uh,
better than 40.
yeah.
Okay, I just looked at the time and it's 3:04 a.m. and I was like, what? And I realized it's daylight savings time
Oh my
today.
gosh.
I was like,
I was like,
what?
it was
I was
2
like,
o'clock. Like,
yeah, I was like, what happened to the entire hour of 2?
that's insane. Oh my gosh. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, we both
Um,
need to go to bed.
we need to
Ah,
wrap this up.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, guys, that was
well,
episode.
guys, that was episode
We
5.
need to wrap this up. That's it,
Yeah.
guys.
That's it. That's all we have for today.
Yeah. What
Um,
should we need to call this?
um,
I'm trying to think of
wait.
a title that incorporates school spirits,
It's
us,
us
and
My Life with the Walter Boys.
yeah. So like the spirits within our life.
The spirits within us, Walter.
I meant to say us. Yeah, the spirits within us, Walter. Yeah.
School. I don't know. It might be better just to list the
I'll
titles
figure it out.
or
Yeah.
figure it out. All
But yeah,
right.
guys, thank you for listening. If anybody's listening this far in, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Leave a
for listening.
comment.